Hey, 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 what is going on, Facebook? Just trying to make sure that I am live. I actually think that I am. Let me make sure that I can hear myself. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. I'm not hearing any. Oh, there it goes. Okay, awesome. I can hear. I can hear. I always have to make sure. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Hopefully, you guys are having an awesome, awesome day. Um, I used to come on here in my main account. Most of you who know, you know that I'm locked out of my main account. So my secondary account is now my main account. I was so comfortable and used to being over in my second account, because I had a nice following over there. People knew me over there, had a lot of friends and different things like that over there. So I had to actually when I got locked out of my main account, I had to start this account, and it was difficult for me to do that. I was really really fighting that thing. Like I was just determined that, oh no, you're going to let me back in my account. But here we are, December 8th, and I've been locked out of my main account since October 12th. So, you guys, it's not looking good. But with that said, I had to be willing, and I really didn't have a choice, right? I had to be willing to come over here and navigate in this foreign territory, which brings me to my purpose. That was the setup, right? That was a perfect segue for what it is I'm going to talk to you guys about. God put on my heart today, and I was in my word and I was doing my studies and stuff. And He put on my heart today to really just come forward and talk to you guys about a couple of things that was on my mind. And, 2021, as we like to say, is already here. It's already here. There's not much left to do in 2020, okay, but prepare. And I think a lot of times people don't realize that however they spent their 2020 has been the preparation for them for 2021. And, I really hope and I really pray that those of you who are prepared properly for 2021, you're prepared in an aspect where you know who you are. You know your purpose. You know where you're going. You know that you're in the right place. But for those of you guys who honestly don't know who you are or where you are going, I really want you to listen and take some notes on today. And whatever it is that comes out of my mouth, whatever it is that is said, hopefully it's something that will reach you, that will penetrate your hearts and bless you on today. So let's go ahead and get started. I always really cheer and want the best for everyone. But I have to speak from a level of where I came from, also where I'm going. And I know for me, it was very difficult for me to step outside of my comfort zone, if you will. I was one of those people who, I can operate from the background and be just fine. And I was okay with that, right? I was okay with that. But when I got connected, with different leaders and things like that, Stanicia especially, I started to realize that wasn't going to work. I was being propelled and pushed forward, but see, my comfort zone was comfortable for me, right? There wasn't much challenge there wasn't much change there wasn't much accountability there. It was a land of mediocrity. Okay. And so many of us have become accustomed to mediocrity that we really don't challenge ourselves, right? We really don't see anything different happening for us than what we've been doing for most of our lives. And when it comes time to step outside of our comfort zone, we get scared. We get nervous. We start to say that it's the enemy. Oh, this is the enemy. And I'm here to tell you that, a lot of times I feel like we give the enemy too much credit. We give them too much credit, like we really do, because a lot of times the things that we're blaming on him is really us. We need to start being authentically us, okay? Well, you know what? That really ain't the enemy. That's me. That's me. I just really don't want to do it. It ain't the enemy. It's me. And once we get to the point where we start to be transparent with ourselves and we start to be true to what we feel, true to what we think, true to who we are, then we can really start to discover and make room for who God wants us to be. So, how do you do that? Well, here's the thing. In order for you to be able to be who you are, I got news for you. You're not going to figure out who you are where you are. You're not going to figure out who you are with who you're around. I'm here to tell you it's going to take some separation. It's going to take a breakup. You know, when you watch certain movies or read certain books and stuff like that, people sometimes say, "It's not you, it's me." It it's not you, it's me. Why we can't use that same thing when it's time for us to step into purpose? No, it's not you, it's me. No, 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 no. You stay, I'll go. You stay and I'll go. Because, see, here's the thing. If you're in an environment with other mediocre people who have no desire to change, who have no desire to discover who they are, who have no desire to be any different, then what does that say about you? What does that say about you? If you want change, you have to be the change. You have to be the person that is willing to step into the foreign territory and trust in God and just dare to believe that He got you. The problem is that so many of us have become accustomed to the environment that we are used to that we feel that's where we're supposed to be. Well, I got a news flash for you. I got a news flash for you. If you're scared to go into foreign territory because you believe that you won't be equipped for it, or you believe that you won't know how to navigate through it, or you believe that you won't survive in it, I got something to share with you on today, and I really want you to hear me, okay? You don't know who you are, and you're not where you're supposed to be, and you're not who God created you to be. Aren't you already in foreign territory? So if you're scared to go into foreign territory because it's going to require you to do something you've never done before, or it's going to require you to kind of walk and trust God because you're scared you won't make it, you're scared you won't know how to survive in a land where you don't know where you're at. Let me say this again because I want you to catch this. If you are somewhere now, your environment, your mindset, your heart, relationship, whatever it is, if you're somewhere now where you're not being authentically you and who God created you to be, aren't you already in foreign territory? Aren't you already in foreign territory? But you've been navigating through that. You already somewhere you're not supposed to be. So, how much better would it be for you to make the decision to start operating in a different territory where you're actually supposed to be? Your gifts will make room for you. Your gifts will make room for you. Friends, you're already somewhere you're not supposed to be. You're already in foreign territory. You are already in an area that is chaotic and just going crazy. It's almost like an earthquake. But what you refuse to believe is that you are the earthquake. The ground will, you have the ability to shift the ground. The ground's going crazy where you're at because you're not supposed to be there. It's your energy that is bumping against all these different walls and surfaces and people. And it's, everything is chaotic because you're operating in a realm that you're not meant to be in. So if you are already surviving in treacherous terrain where you're currently at right now, what do you think is going to happen when you step into the land where you're actually supposed to be at? Sometimes God will withhold your gifts and your blessings because He doesn't want it to fall on bad ground. He wants to make sure that the seeds that you plant are going to be planted in good soil. He wants to make sure that when you plant those seeds, you're not planting it on cement. You're not planting it on dead soil. You're not planting it and wasting it on swine. And I'm not calling your family and friends swine, people. Please understand that. What I'm saying is sometimes you have to say, it's not you, it's me. You stay. I'm going to go. In 2021, we got to be bold with that thing. We got to be strong with that thing. We got to dare to believe that if we just trust God yet again, if we just trust God and we actually step out on faith, that it will be in that point, in that time, that we will actually be able to discover who we are. I'm here to tell you what you've been doing, who you've been hanging around with, they're not going to understand your goal. They're not going to understand your vision. And that's why you can't tell everybody what you want. That's why you can't tell everybody your vision. You can't tell everybody what it is that God showed you. Because, see, this is where the enemy will come in. The enemy will come in and try to steal that vision. He'll try to destroy that vision. He'll try to kill that vision. And then he'll have you second guessing yourself and your worth and your purpose and your journey because you in the wrong territory. Folks, it is important as we prepare for 2021 that you know who you are, that you know where you're going, and that you understand that that power that it was invested in you, that goes with you. And the reason why it ain't been working for you over there, because that is the foreign territory. But where you're going, that's where you're supposed to be. That's why it hasn't been working. That's the news flash. It has not been working for you because you're in the wrong land. It's time for you to pick up your bed and walk. When Jesus healed that man, he told him to pick up his bed and walk. His season there was done. It was over. He was healed. His past was the past. Now it's time for you to go forward and be who God created you to be. You cannot be scared to step out on faith. You cannot be scared to become who it is that God created you to be. Do you not know that it's not about you? Do you not know that the longer you wait, the longer you sit, the longer you keep playing the victim role, you continue to victimize yourself over and over and over again? They aren't thinking about you. They done moved on. It's time for you to do the same. Every time you make a decision, every time you make a decision to stay somewhere you know you don't belong, to hang around people you know ain't for you, to do things you know you're not supposed to be doing, you are opening up another door for the enemy to come in and try to steal, kill, and destroy you. But here's the real catcher. Here's the real catcher. There are people waiting for your gift, your purpose, your word, your voice, your talent, your passion, and they're going to continue to wait because you over here in this foreign land there where you ain't supposed to be. It is time for you to give people a notice of eviction. It's not you, it's me. This isn't working out for me anymore. It's not you, it's me. It's time for me to go. See, my bags are packed. No, see, we don't even have to have a conversation about it. It's not you, it's me. I don't belong here. No, 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 no. You stay. I'm going to go. My bags are packed. My mind is made up. I've done all I can do here, right? I've done all I can do here. The season has now come to an end. And so now I need to pick up my bed and walk. Because, see, as long as you're in this foreign land, this foreign territory, trying to navigate and figure out, God, I just don't know who I am. I'm lost. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. He's telling you, hello, hello, my daughter, my son. He's telling you, you're not going to get what it is that you're asking for until you cross over to where I'm telling you to go. You're not hearing me because your ear gates are closed. You're not hearing me because you've planted seeds in the wrong ground. You're not hearing me because you're surrounding yourself around people who are not for you. Do you understand that when you truly have God in your life, you're never alone? You're never alone. He's always with you. He will always prepare you. He will always equip you. Understand the power that is within you. We were created in His image. And instead of you being scared to step into your purpose, they need to be scared of what happens when you step into your purpose. Because, see, now you got this protection on you, right? Let them talk. Let them laugh. Let them joke. Let them do all of that. Let them do it. You ain't got time to fight that battle because it's not yours to fight. Look, keep talking about me. I don't care. Because look, I want to give you some words. I want to give you some words right now. It's mind over matter in 2021. Mind over matter. You don't mind it because they don't matter. You don't mind it because they don't matter. It's time for you to start minding the business that pays you. That is your purpose. That is your sacrifice. That is your worth. That is the promise. That is everything that God said you can have, that you are, that you was created to be. That's what you mind. But see, we're so scared to offend people. We're so scared to disrupt things. We're so scared to take back what's ours. Take back your power. Take back your strength. Take back your worth. Value yourself. Pick up your bed and walk. Why are you still there? If they don't want to work with you, it's not you, it's me. If they don't want to be nice to you, it's not you, it's me. If they don't want to be around you, it's not you, it's me. If they don't understand you, it's not you, it's me. If they want to laugh at you, it's not you, it's me. It is time for you to break up. Break up. Shift some things up. Don't be scared. We get so scared of making noise. We feel like we got to walk on eggshells. And then at the end of the day, we're scared. We're broken into pieces that are scattered. We've given that person a piece and that person a piece and that person a piece and that person a piece. And then it's no wonder we ain't got nothing to give ourselves. Why? Why, you ask? Because you're in a foreign territory. So I want you to uncross that. You're not going into a foreign territory, okay? You're already in one. You're already in one. It's time for you to leave. It's not you, it's me. Because I'm here to tell you, you're not going to be able to discover and be your authentic self in a foreign territory that was not created for you. See, we get so caught into crossing our T's and dotting our I's that we think that we have to have the whole kit and caboodle. We think that we got to have this whole toolkit. Don't you realize that you're already prepared? Don't you realize that God is going to prepare you as you go? If He gives you everything right now, you're not going to know what to do with it. So don't worry about what you don't have. Only thing you need to think about is what you about to get. You need to start doing this with a little bit of pep in your step. I'm ready. I'm ready for the change. I'm ready for the glory. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. But I'm here to tell you, my friends, you're going to have to sacrifice something to get there. What you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to sacrifice? It's a question that has to be asked. What are you willing to sacrifice to cross over? You're going to have to shift some things. You're going to have to stir the pot. You're going to have to pack your bags. But I want to tell you something. The journey that you're going to have to go on, you may have to leave some people behind. And that's okay. It's okay. You can still love them. You can still love them. You can still pray for them. You just tell them it's not you, it's me. Because, see, I'm going over here to this land of milk and honey. I'm going to the promised land. I'm going over here where God says I can have life and life abundantly. I'm going over here where I know that people will understand. And even if they don't understand, I understand. I'm going over here where I know that I will activate my purpose. I'm going over here where I know that I can activate my power. I can tap into the things that God said I can have. Because I know that as long as I stay over here, that I'm not going to be able to discover who I am, where I am. So it's time for me to go ahead and move on over here so I can be who it is that He says that I am. Remember, I told you guys, whatever you say after I am, you are. And your actions do speak louder. Your actions speak louder. So you can say all these things all day long. But if you refuse to sacrifice something, then it's evident that you do not believe what it is that you are saying. What are you willing to sacrifice to get to where you are going? You know what you need to sacrifice. You know what you need to give up. You know. I don't have to tell you. You know. It's time for us in 2021 to be authentically us. Stop the drama. Stop the chaos. Stop the negativity. Stop all of that foolishness. Because as I've said before, and I'll say again, experience is the school only a fool will attend twice. As I said before, and I'll say it again, experience is the school only a fool will attend twice. You've had enough experiences. It's time for you to go over here so you can get some breakthroughs. If they want to keep going through the same experience over and over and over again, let them. Let them. But it doesn't mean that you have to. It doesn't mean that you have to. So this decision has to be a decision that you make. This decision has to be a decision that sets right with you. And even if it doesn't totally set right with you, even if there's a little bit of hesitancy, even if there's a little bit of fear, you still got to be okay with it. You still got to trust that God got you and He never left you. You left Him. You didn't create a holy ground for Him. You didn't create a space for Him to dwell in. He can't dwell in that chaos that you got going on over there. He can't. Where he gonna be at? You gonna what you gonna give him? He trying to tell you, come on over here. This over here, I can dwell over here. This right here is holy ground over here. This is where I can be at. This is where your blessings will come. This is where the abundance will come. This is where the purpose will come. This is where the gifts will come. This is where the people will come. But I have to protect them too. Because even though I've assigned them to you, they have to wait because you're not willing to cross over and shake some ground. You're not willing to believe that the earthquake is actually you. You are the earthquake. You are the power. You got the ability to shake and stir some things up because He gave it to you. So He's over here and you're wondering, well, God, why? I'm doing this and I'm doing that and nothing's happening and nothing's coming and nothing's changing. He's sitting there like, when are they going to get it? Hello? I'm right here. I'm right here. Keep coming a little bit closer. You're almost there. I'm right here. I can't give it to you where you're at. I can't bless you where you're at. Your blessings are going to be minimal where you're at. I can't give you the abundance over there because they're not going to know what to do with it. They're going to take it from you. So, hello, I need you to pick up your bed and walk. It's not you. It's for me. Do you see how I added that in there? It's not for you. It's for me. But in order for it to be for me, I've got to move. I've got to shift. I've got to walk out of the foreign territory. And I've got to be willing to go over here into this land that has my name on it. This land that has the promise on it. This place where I will grow. This place where I will discover who I am. This place where God will put people in my life that will help to pull out my purpose, that will help to remind me of who I am, what I can do, where I came from, and who it is that He created me to be. But I can't receive it over here. Because, see, here's the thing. There's a saying, birds of a feather flock together. And you've been over here hanging with pigeons. Yeah, I said it. You've been over here hanging with some pigeons. Over here where we're at, we soar. We soar. We fly high. And you can't have anything weighing you down. You can't have anything that's trying to clip your wings. You can't have anything that is trying to put chains on your ankles and pull you down. You have to understand, misery loves company. And people don't feel comfortable around people that are challenging them and trying to break through the limitations that they have on their own life. So of course they're going to try to knock what you're doing because you're making them uncomfortable. You're making them uncomfortable because they've already made up their mind that that can't be done. So in order for you to be able to be like an eagle and spread your wings and soar, you got to fly with other eagles. You got to be willing to do some of the work yourself. You can't always take the team with you. The homies can't come. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. It's not you. It's me. Y'all can have that, homie. I'm going over here. So understand, your job in 2021 is to spread your wings. And in order for you to be able to spread your wings to its fullest potential, you got to create some space. You got to create some room to fly. You got to create some room to grow. You got to clear out the clutter, right? You got to shake it off. You got to start flapping your wings, because when you start flapping your wings, you start shaking stuff off. You start shaking debris off. You start shaking off all types of things that ain't supposed to be there. Because see, all that extra weight on you, it's going to keep you sitting there. And only thing you're going to be able to do in 2021 is just flap your wings. You ain't going to get off the ground. You're going to keep landing. You're going to keep landing. You're going to keep landing, because you don't understand that you cannot do this with a bunch of people on your back. You're going to have to shake them off. You're going to have to clear the air. You're going to have to get ready for takeoff. Because when you take off, there ain't no landing. There ain't no landing. During this pandemic that we've been in, during this pandemic that we've been in, this has been the time that I have seen so much creativity, so much posture, so much change, so much growth. But then some of you chose to just sit back and complain. Some of us chose to sit back and grow. So what are you going to do with 2021? What are you going to do different? We don't do New Year's resolutions because we know that's nothing but failure. That's just setting ourselves up for failure. So what are you going to do with 2021? You should already be in reflection. You should already be in reflection. Are you going to be a pigeon, or are you going to be an eagle? That's the question you need to ask yourself. If you still in the mindset where you trying to take the homies with you, then you're going to be a pigeon. You got to be willing to do it alone. You got to be willing to do it afraid. You got to be willing to do it scared. You got to be willing. You got to be willing. But the funny thing is that when you make the decision to step out on faith, you're never alone. God will put people in your life that will lock arms with you and show you the way. Just like you're paving the way for who is assigned to your purpose, there is someone else who has already paved the way for my purpose, for your purpose, for their purpose, for their purpose. Everyone, there's always someone who has gone before someone else and who has surrendered and has crossed over to the land that they're supposed to be in, that their name is assigned to, and they've already paved the way. But you don't know that. You don't believe that because you're so scared to cross over. You're scared to cross over because you think you ain't gonna make it over there. So my friends, in closing, I really want to encourage you. I mean, I really, really want to encourage you. Stop being scared to do something different. Stop being scared to step out on faith. Stop being scared to take off your shoes and walk into that holy ground, because that's the area, that's the land where you're supposed to be. That land has your name on it. That land, that's where your book is. That land, that's where your tribe is. That land, that's where the people who you were supposed to touch, that's where you'll find them at. But they can't come until you're ready. And as long as you keep on over here with the pigeons, see, them pigeons got someone assigned to them too, but it ain't you. That's why it's not working. So as long as you keep staying over here, you're not going to reach your purpose, y'all. You're just not. So this year, 2021, it's time for us to be eagles. It's time to flap our wings and shake off all that dead weight. And it's time for us to fly. It's time for us to fly and fly high. So make sure you guys are ready, because take off. Take off. Three, two, one. All right? So think about that. Think about that. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. It's 12:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here. I'm out of here. If you missed the beginning of this, please go back and watch it. Hopefully this has blessed you on today. Share this, tag your teams, or whatever walk of life platform you come from. I'm going to try to get on here a little bit more regularly as God puts on my heart to do. As a friend of mine told me a couple days ago, I won't mention her name. She said to me, she said, we always say something told me, but we have to get to a point where we start saying God told me. God told me. So if she's watching this, she'll know what I'm talking about. All right, y'all. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.